Let's see numericals on curvilinear motion of particle. So we'll see here the multiple choice questions which can be asked for the online exam. Let's see the first question. In curvilinear motion, rectangular components of velocity are. So if you are having x and y as the components of displacement, then differentiating them with respect to time. So here we can say we are having Vx is obtained by differentiating x component of displacement with time, and Vy will be differentiating y component with respect to time. So here we can say for our question 1, our B option is correct, that is dx by dt and dy by dt. These are the rectangular components of velocity. Second question is a particle moving along a curve at a constant speed. Its velocity is directed along. So here we are talking about a particle moving along a curve path. So whenever we'll draw the velocity at point P, the velocity direction will be V1. At point Q, velocity direction will be V2. At point R, velocity direction will be V3. These V1, V2, V3, they are directed along the tangent at point P, Q, R. So for option 2, the correct option is option A. That is, when a particle is moving along a curve, its velocity is directed along the tangent. Now let's see the third question. Normal component of acceleration is 0 when motion is. So here the options are curvilinear, rectilinear, rotational or translational and general plane motion. Here we'll see that they are saying that normal component of acceleration is 0. So for question 3 they are saying that suppose an is 0, this normal component is 0. So when we can say normal component is 0, first we'll see its formula. So formula for an is an equals to v square by rho. So we know that this answer is coming 0. This answer will come 0 if this rho we take value of radius of curvature equals to infinity, and this radius of curvature will be infinity when we are talking about the rectilinear motion. So in rectilinear motion the radius of curvature is infinity. So if this is infinity, so here 1 upon infinity answer comes 0, that is an will become 0. So here in the question we can see that B option, rectilinear motion. In case of rectilinear motion, the value of rho will be infinity and finally an will become equal to 0. So here correct option is option B. Now let's see question 4. Question 4 is normal component of acceleration is directed towards center of curvature, away from center of curvature, along tangent and an. They are asking about an value. So what is direction of an? So again I am drawing the curve and this is suppose tangential direction, this is direction towards the center of curvature. So whenever we are talking about the particle moving along the curve, so here along this direction towards center of curvature is our an direction. So here for question 4, the normal component of acceleration is always directed towards center of curvature, that is option A. Let's see question 5. Here they are saying at inflection point on curve. So what are the conditions? Either at is 0, an is 0, rho is infinity, or both B and C. So we are saying question 5. So when you are saying inflection point is the point when rho is equal to infinity. When rho is infinity, our formula for an is v square by rho, and when we are putting value of rho equal to infinity, our value of an will become equal to 0. So here we are saying that when rho is equal to infinity and an equals to 0, this is occurring at inflection point. So at inflection point both B, that is an equals to 0 and rho is equal to infinity. So option D is correct. So for question 5, D is our answer. Now question 6. When a particle is moving along a curve with constant speed, so here we are saying speed is constant. So for question 6 we are saying velocity is going to remain constant. So now we know that formula for an is v square by rho. Here we are saying velocity is constant, it is not 0. So in the question 6 this option A is not correct, an will not be equal to 0. Now we'll see second condition. Our formula for AT is rate of change of velocity. Now velocity is remaining constant, so its rate of change of velocity will be 0. So here at will be 0, not an will be 0. So in question 6, option B is correct, that only at is 0. The answer is, for question 6, answer is B option. Now let's see 7th question. So when a particle is moving along a curve with uniform acceleration, so in the kinematical equations we should either use at, an, total acceleration a, or none. So what are the kinematical equations? We are talking about question 7. So kinematical equations means our first kinematical equation, v equals to u plus a into t. Now here we are taking at into t. Second kinematical equation is displacement equals to u into t plus 1/2 at into t square. And third kinematical equations we are going to use is v square equal to u square plus 2at into s. We will use tangential component of acceleration in case of particle moving along the curve. So option A is correct for question 7. Now question 8. When a particle is moving along a curve and velocity is perpendicular to acceleration. So here when we are drawing a curve, here we are saying this is direction of acceleration. So this is direction of velocity, because velocity is always directed along a tangent, and we are saying the acceleration is entirely directed along the line perpendicular to velocity, perpendicular to tangential direction. Means entire acceleration is directed along the radial direction. So in radial direction the component of acceleration is an. So we are saying our entire a is along an direction, means our value of at is equal to 0. So when velocity and acceleration are having 90-degree angle between them, we can say that there is no tangential component of acceleration, it is 0. There is only normal component of acceleration. So for question 8, at value is equal to 0. So our question 8, B is our correct answer. Now we'll see question 9. Both acceleration and velocity are tangential to path of the particle. The motion is either curvilinear, rectilinear, projectile or circular. Here we are saying that both velocity and acceleration are tangential. So in question 9 I will draw a figure. If we will say that both velocity and acceleration, they are along the same direction, it is occurring only when particle is moving along the straight line, because when particle is moving along straight line, then only velocity and acceleration will keep maintaining the same direction. So for question 9, our correct answer is option B. When particle is moving along rectilinear motion, it is along straight line, then only this option is correct. Question 10. When a particle is moving along a curve, an equation is y equal to f of x. The radius of curvature rho is given by. So these are the 3 equations of radius of curvature, and all 3 are correct for a normal tangential coordinate system in which you are finding out the value of rho. So here option D is correct, at all of the above. Now question 11. At point of inflation, an is 0. Already we have seen that, because when rho is equal to infinity, means option C. For question 11, option C is correct. So for question 10, option D was correct. For question 11, when rho is equal to infinity, that option C is correct. Now for question 12. In circular motion, normal component of acceleration is, what is formula for a normal component of acceleration? It is v square by rho. So for question 12, option B is correct, that is an equals to v square by rho.